Gimblets, wake up! I'm ready to soak up this art stuff like a sponge!
Yeah, fatty, get up!
Oh, man. Zoinks! Oh, boy. Oh, no. Sorry, kids, I got in a little hand-to-hand combat with my friends Jack and Jose last night. And a little more Jack. Hey, class, I'm feeling a little under the table, if you know what I'm saying, so it's a good thing I scheduled these guest speakers to come in and teach you guys a little bit about color today. First up, we have Mr. Joseph Albeers, and secondly, after him, we have a Johannes Eaton. So I'm gonna go Johannes eating me a cheeseburger, check out Mrs. Emerson, go pick me up a 6, make that a 12-pack of tall boys, hit the bathroom, pick some belly button lint, look for something to puke in, and take a nap.
Hello class, my name is Joseph Albers. I'm originally from Germany. I became a professor at the Baja School and moved to Dessau in 1925. As a design student, I'm sure you've all heard of it. In addition to working with the glass and the metals, I also designed furniture and typography. The Bauhaus was forced to close, and that's why I am teaching here today. I would like to begin today's lecture with a few of my thoughts on the interaction of the colors. This is a color ladder showing the 3D effect of the changing the light value of a shade of red. Color combinations are subjective as well. Color boundaries can be so indistinct that they blur, or they can be so active that they cause vibration. An area with a particular color can come forward or recede, depending on what colors are in the background. The size of an object, as well as its hue and value, darkness, can appear to change too. These interactions are neither good nor bad. You can use them either way. The problem arises when the interactions occur unintentionally. Knowing how colors interact allows you to be more subtle in your designs and avoid unintentional effects. This example demonstrates how color can influence our spatial perception. Adjusting the middle color can change the perceived transparency and relative position of the two rectangles. As you can see, when we switch the middle color, the darker rectangle now appears to be on top. Color vision operates like any of the other visual channels in that color's appearance is relative. So when we look at the color, our brain detects not so much the color itself, but the contrast between the color and the color surrounding it. This phenomenon is called simultaneous color contrast. In the above picture, all four inner squares are the exact same color. However, following the principles of simultaneous color contrast, each square contrasts with its surroundings in a different way. This is the phenomenon known as the gradient effect. It appears that the bar in the middle of the rectangle fades from light to dark. In reality, it is a solid gray color. It appears this way because of its surroundings. Look at this image. It appears that there are several different shades of green and blue. Well, I fooled you once again, my young students. There is only one shade of green, and only one shade of blue as well. It appears this way because of the colors interacting with each other. This example is along the same lines as the one before. It appears that the font is comprised of two different colors when it is just one color of yellow. Well, that is the end of my lecture. But remember, class, in visual perception, a color is almost never seen as it really is, as it physically is. This fact makes color the most relative medium in art. Since your professor is drunker than George Bush at the frat party, I'm going to hand it over to my colleague, Johannes Eaton. I'm sure he's going to show you some crazy things that the colors can do to your eyes and your brain. I hope you enjoy. Have a wonderful day. Hello, my children. My name is Johann Dieter. I have taken the day off from teaching at my own art school in Vienna to come here today and give you a lecture on the art of color. As a Mazdazanen follower, I practice meditation as a means to develop inner understanding and intuition.
In our selective cult, we find inspiration in fire, the sensual waxing and waning of the flames, the tendrils of illuminated heat biting at the life-giving air sets my lords ablaze.
Excuse me, I mean my imagination. Yes, it's my inspiration ablaze. I taught several years at the Bauhaus School, and I plan to teach you a lesson from my vast artistic catalog. Commence the lighting of the magic wall exhibitor. This first slide is a simple example of illusion caused by the interaction of color. As you can see, the Norwegian crosses of doom appear to be different shades of gray because of the various colors that surround the sacred crosses. The next slides are much more intense.
You must know that the objective laws of forming color help to strengthen a person's powers and expand his creative gift.
In this optical illusion, the shapes and colors that the picture consists of make it seem as though there is movement, but actually there is nothing in motion. Are you scared yet? No? I recommend
fear.
Ah, yes. The black dot appearing and reappearing, but not actually there, checkerboard of eternal sadness. I have forever been trying to catch on one of these dots and keep it in my line of focus, but since they are not even there, it is impossible. Eternal sadness has struck me down once again.
The next slide.
This next slide is the Bermuda Triangle of Confusion. It is an elementary example of how one can create an illusion of 3 dimensions by using color. There is no telling what dimension you will perish in if you get sucked into its realm of confusion.
Only those who love color are admitted to its beauty and immanent presence. It affords utility to all, but unveils its deeper mysteries only to its devotees.
The next 3 slides all deal with the same illusionary concept. The colors appear to be different shades when placed in dissimilar surroundings. You may think that they are the same, but you are wrong! Do not attempt to tangle with the immense power of the colors!
He who wishes to become a master of color must see, feel, and experience each individual color in its endless combinations with the other colors.
Stare at the black cross in the center of this metaphysical orb of hypnotizing blindness. The disappearing purple dots are leaving behind traces of green. This is known as the after-image effect. Keep staring. The orb will drag you into a state of blindness. Once all the dots disappear, you are officially locked in its trance. Or maybe it's just a trick to fool the color sensors in your visionary bulbs.
Remember, class, if you, unknowing, are able to create masterpieces in color, then unknowledge is your way. But if you are unable to create masterpieces in color out of your unknowledge, then you ought to look for knowledge. Duh.
Pop quiz.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you're talking and where you're walking, or you and your homies might be lying and chalk. I really hate the trip, but I gotta low. As they croak, I see myself in the pistol smoke. Fool, I'm the kind of G the little homies wanna be like, on my knees in the night, saying prayers in